As a business owner, where should you be investing your money? Should you be investing it into RRSPs, tax-free savings accounts, or within a holding company? We get this question all the time from new clients that come to see us. They're wondering where they should invest to set themselves up for success when they reach their ultimate retirement goals. And so I'm just going to talk about that. I'm going to share a story with you on a family that did not do it right. And I think this is a really important story and an important lesson. So we got introduced to a family from a firm a little while ago, and a very successful family. They have a successful business. This family was able to accumulate a few $1,000,000 into each of their RRSPs. And they did this at the expense of investing inside their Holdco. They do have a holding company in place, but that holding company only had a few $100,000 in it. All of their money was tied up in their RRSP accounts. And now the problem with that, though, was that down the road, when they turn 72 or 71, they're going to have to take the RRSPs and move them into what's called a retirement income fund. And when they turn 72, they have to start taking a minimum amount out of that retirement income fund. And that minimum amount must be taken, whether you need the money or not. And that's the problem, is that the minimum amount for these clients is going to be quite large. And they're not only going to have the minimum amount from their RIF account, they're going to have Canada Pension Plan, old age security. When they sell their operating company, they're also going to have a bunch of non-registered investments that are generating investment returns as well. That'll be taxable to them. So they are going to have a significant tax problem because they have a tap that they can't turn off, being the retirement income fund. And that's a problem. I would have done it completely differently. These individuals really would have had to have planned several years earlier. But unfortunately, what happened was they were dealing with just an investment advisor that was doing, in their mind, a fairly decent job at helping them get organized for their retirement, but was really only truly focused on the investment and was not focused on planning at all. And this is going to cost them big time. I would have done it differently. What I would have done is I would have said, let's move more money into your holding company rather than your RRSPs. And the reason why is because inside the holding company, you're going to have way more flexibility. You're going to be able to turn on and off that tap at will. You don't have to take a minimum amount out of there. Now, it is true inside the holding company, the earnings will be taxed, unlike an RSP. Inside an RSP, it will grow tax sheltered and deferred, which is great. But ultimately down the road, I'm not against RSPs. I think RSPs have their place, and I think it's worthwhile to build up some level of assets inside RSPs. But ultimately, you want to have control and flexibility. So obviously, everybody's situation is different. You want to look at it individually. But the most important part about this is that you want to do your planning. You want to make sure that whoever you're working with is focused on an overall plan that's going to work for you now as well as when you retire, and not just focus on one aspect like a lot of people do, which is on investment planning. You're tripping over dollars to pick up dimes, right? And I think, I think that's a good statement, because what I mean by that is that you're tripping over dollars, failing to look at your true plan that's going to help you down the road, to pick up dimes on the investment side, saying, "Oh, I'm focused on getting a little bit of a better return." It makes no sense. Focus on your overall planning. You'll be better off, guarantee it. I hope that you found this helpful. Check us out at 360wealth.ca if you want to learn more. Our wheelhouse is helping business families that are within 5 to 10 years of selling their business, or they have recently sold a business. So take care.